It's a very beautiful day in the city of Abakaliki, and it's even more beautiful right here in the studio. The comradeship is something else. It's on a different level. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on Sunrise also Television. My name is Amaka Izuchukwu, and I have the ever gorgeous, ever beautiful, ever smiling Laura Amanze. Drum roll.
Oh my God, Amaka. Okay. All right, Amaka, thank you so much. I mean, you look, oh my God. I think I'm going to copy this your hairstyle. It's so nice. You know, it reminds me of this black American musician, Mary Jane Blige. You understand? I mean, you just look.
Thank you.
It's a very good morning. Indeed, it's a very big comradeship here in the studio. And look at them, both the cameraman, the studio manager, everybody is just there. Look at Obi. What is that you're doing?
Calm down. See, Obi today, it's just so sad that you guys can't see Obi today. Obi is...
She's looking so, I mean...
You know, as soon as I asked, what's the occasion?
Honestly, are you sure today is not your birthday, Obi? Are you sure? It's so that if it's your birthday, let us know. It's not so you go and hide it and later come and sit on the platform.
Because happy birthday to you. Anyway, we do not have time.
All right, so that is how we are welcoming you. That's just to show you that we had an awesome weekend. I mean, over the weekend it was awesome. I mean, there was a lot of parties. At least I attended one or two. Amaka, please don't look at me. It's not my making. After on Friday, you also had a function that you attended.
I had function Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You see, so I mean, it was a very busy weekend for all of us, and we had fun. And so, how was your weekend? And we hope that it was fun, like mine was, and ours. And of course, our sugar bar here, I'm sure he had an awesome weekend too. So today we're going to be looking at newspaper headlines, and after that, we make way for our news to take place. And when we come back from the news, we'll be discussing some social silent issues that have been happening in Ebonyi State. Today we're concentrating on Ebonyi State to ensure that some of the things are brought to the fore that we don't think is going as much, the way the governor wants it. I also want to welcome Comrade Sunday Ndukwe, who will be here to be discussing the newspaper headlines with us. Amaka, you got the floor to flow.
Oh, thank you. So we've got 6 newspapers that we want to take a look at this morning. But that's after saying thank you for joining us, Sugaba Sunday Ndukwe.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So let's look at the papers that we have today. We have Punch Sports Extra. That's where we're starting with. The Punch, The Guardian, The Daily Times, Vanguard, and This Day. So we'll begin with Punch Extra. Let's see. Undisputed, the Tigers conquer Africa again. Claim 5th straight Afro basketball title. Tinubu congratulates team. All right, let's move over now to the Punch. 2027 tensions. APC kingmakers scramble to quell state-level uprisings. Factions, legal battles, grip party strongholds. Party upbeat over crisis in Lagos, Rivers, Benue, Bayelsa, and others. 2027, Obi's one-term presidency gambit sparks political firestorm. Let's move over quickly now to The Guardian. Guardian says slow digital integration rivalry my NSW's odds ahead of Q1 takeoff, that's Q1. And then we have that one, PDP leaders split on Jonathan Obi for 2027 presidential candidacy. We'll move over now to the Daily Times. Daily Times, Okechukwu to Ilawa data on APC. Beware of the waiting banana peel. Now, if you're like me and you're wondering, what is this waiting banana peel? Please check Daily Times. FG's proposed 712 billion naira airport renovation. Wasteful, misplaced priorities, so says ADC. And now we move over to the Vanguard. Silence killer. Soaring drug costs. Ignorance, fueling hypertension, death. Obi to Soludo, my one-term 4-year vow. Sacrosanct. We are not borrowing for 712.3 billion naira Lagos airport project, so says Keyamo. And then on this day we have Tinubu, First Lady rejoiced with the Tigress for emerging 5th consecutive time Afro basketball winner. Despite applause, ADC says 712 billion naira Lagos airport project wasteful. Let's begin with the Tigress and what they did yesterday. I mean, the fifth time, they've won this same cup 10 times, but 5 times consecutively they have done us so well. And President Bola Tinubu and First Lady, they were actually, they put a call through to them to congratulate them. I hear that a committee has been sent to welcome them.
Thank you so much. The ladies, they did very well. It is an African championship for the basketball. And I believe for doing so well for all this while, they should be more encouraged also the way the football counterparts are being encouraged so that they will do more better tomorrow when it comes to international championship, so that we will not just be a champion in Africa, but also become champion in the world in the near future. It is all about organization. It's all about empowering them. It's all about.
Yeah, so you're expecting another $100,000 gift to the players and another 50.
They should be empowered very well, the way their football counterparts were empowered the other day with houses, with cash gifts, and with national honor.
Yeah.
They should go beyond that, so that the ladies will have opportunity to also participate in national, international. When I'm talking about international, not just Africa, to participate very well and be able also to come out with good, with gold also from World Championship.
Okay, so this is a conversation that would have to continue, because I'm sure that by the time we'll come back here on Wednesday, we would have seen if another $100,000 was given to the players and $50,000 given to the, the team, right? But Laura, if you see a ticket, Obi and Jonathan, would you vote?
Why don't you be direct with the question? Obi and Jonathan, as in one as the president and the other as vice. Well, that ticket wouldn't work because it's not possible, because they are both from the south, so it's not a good representation. So I don't think it will work. That would be a wasted vote, except if it's interchanged. Let's be honest here. You can't feature south or south. In fact, just complete south ticket in Nigeria. No, it wouldn't work.
But some people actually, is it not the same thing as when we had two northerners on the same ticket and people were saying it would not work? We cannot have a northern president and a northern vice president, and then eventually we have today a northern president and a northern vice president. Is it not the same thing?
We don't have a northern president.
Sorry, a Muslim president and a Muslim vice president.
You are looking at a different thing altogether. Religion and region, they are not the same thing. You understand? And we know that that ticket was just used to, bring over the north, which you know that in the coming era is not going to play out anymore. It won't work because we've seen that it did not make any impact. The north has seen that having a Muslim ticket does not say that you will, you will sell or whatever the north wanted they will have. So I don't even think that will feature in the 2027, come 2027.
All right, so Shugaba, over the weekend, Peter B said something. Peter B says he just wants to complete the tenure of the Southern candidate. And all he needs is 4 years to make an impact, and he will not go back again. And then we saw Soludo, who happens to be the governor of Anambra State, where Peter B hails from, saying that any politician who says he's just going to do one tenure needs to have a psychiatric evaluation. Obi has come out to say, listen, I stand by my words. Whatever you're saying is a reflection of your own leadership. What do you think of this banter?
Actually, Obi was responding to Governor Soludo, who made some caricature of the comment he made earlier concerning how he would like to run, that when he wins the election, he will run for just 4 years, just like Abraham Lincoln did, and
John F.
Was
and John F. Kennedy as well.
Like trying to reiterate the fact that 4 years was good enough
to be impactful.
do whatever you need to do as a leader in this country. So he reiterated it, posted it on his X, on his Facebook and other social media, so that tomorrow you can make reference to it that he said so. And looking at it very well, it is very, very possible for you to make impact in 4 years.
Even in 2 years.
Yes, you don't need hundreds of years to make impact in any leadership. If actually you are apt to lead, or you know what you are apt there to do, except you are not clear about what you want to achieve. You want to go to office and start learning. But as far as you want to go to office and start running and start doing the work, hitting the ground running, 4 years will be enough for you to do whatever you think you actually programmed yourself to do. Leadership is not supposed to be learned in the office. You're supposed to prepare yourself for leadership before going to office. And that is what Obi was trying to let Nigerians know. So that is it.
Okay, now quite a lot of people have said that it's, they found out that people who were businessmen before becoming politicians actually make better leaders. I don't know if that's true for Obi, because we saw in the paper he was saying something about they should check his track records. He went into office and said this was what he wanted to do as governor, and he was able to do that. So he would replicate same if elected president. And by the way, I say that because many people have begun applauding Peter, but quite unfortunately, we did not have a paper on that today, but quite a number of people have started applauding him. In fact, Enugu people said Peter Mba is their political party. From 2027.
Yeah, a good market sells itself,
Yeah.
Amaka. And honestly, if you are coming from the private sector, your approach to leadership is totally different. Look at what is even happening in Abia State, our neighboring state here. You discover that Alex Oti came from a private sector too. He was, in fact, he started with a microfinance bank, went into a major bank, major commercial bank, and today, even after he retired and all that, today we are seeing the impact he's making in Abia State that has been bedeviled with bad leadership, year in, year out. And it's a different ball game. And look at what is also playing out in Enugu State. You understand? So they say good, better market they sell himself now. So he doesn't need to be, no, you don't need to compete with him. You know already that he is there. You understand? Because he's been impactful in his state. So I think I totally agree that coming from the private sector, the way, if you have been able to manage your own business well, you should be able to manage leadership better.
Amazingly, politicians in Enugu State are saying, no, Peter Mba is doing very well. It's just that he's not carrying us along. And when you hear such statements, it means he's not sharing.
He's not sharing the national cake.
All right, so in 1 minute, Chigaba, just before we go, do you agree with ADC that budgeting 712 billion naira for airport renovation is wasteful? Even when Keyamo has said they're not borrowing the money, we have the money to do that.
Well, you need to look at the cost of doing the same job in other countries. So if you take statistics of how that same job could be done in other African countries, maybe internationally, airport is one of the places where standard is not played with. That is the truth. In every part of our institution, airport is one of the institutions in this country that standard is not toyed with. Once you toy with standard, international carriers will stop coming because they will not risk flying into zones that are dangerous.
My take on that, just before we wrap it up, Amaka, is that this airport was renovated like 2 years ago, just before this administration. Buhari, no. What I'm saying, when you look at the humongous amounts that is going to be sunk in again.
You don't wait for the airport to get deteriorated before you start renovating.
Okay, let's hope it meets the standard.
Work in progress. If you look at how flights are carried out, you see that both night and day, it's a 24-hour service. It's not like other places.
Okay, so I think that's a good place to leave it. I do not have the full, I do not have full knowledge on this particular thing, but I also want to say that why maybe we might be having some of those challenges is a problem of accountability. If we are able to say, okay, so we are spending such an amount of money to renovate an airport, this one is going here, this one is going here, and everyone can see exactly how this money is being spent, maybe that would make a difference. Thank you so very much for joining us on the paper review this morning. We hope to have a more robust conversations on some of these issues going forward. All right, we'll take a break now to bring you the news. When we return, remember, Laura said we're going to be taking a look at some of the critical issues in Ebonyi State that actually do need the attention of government, and we just hope we'll be able to get their attention. We'll see you after the news.